It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want to throw it. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Jumped on top of the pile. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They have a lot.
Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Lets it fly. He's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's James. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Buckeyes need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Ben. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They believe in a large 4-down territory, and they go for it on 4th and short from the 47. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Right back to the well. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's James. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. This is a designed run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback running game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll go to the ground. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Breaks the tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the Buckeyes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Got a man. It's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes a handoff. It's bent. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Fights off a defender. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Calls his own number. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's James. That should be the final play of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Right back to it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down.
Pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Right, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires on the move. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they regain the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Snags it quickly on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Running to the left. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Media time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Ben. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Makes the catch. It's Wilkins. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got the quick pass. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Gardner. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires it incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be...
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Obviously, that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The run to the left. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs